The entertainment industry has always been one of great innovation and creative problem solving. The development of how we experience entertainment today actually began centuries ago. 1576. Permanent playhouses are built in and around London, with admission charges ranging from 1 penny to 1 shilling, depending on your seat selection. 1672. The music industry catches on, and violinist John Bannister becomes the first musician to charge money for a recital. 1750. Thomas Keane and Walter Murray open one of the first theaters in New York City. 1884. Louis and Auguste Lumière shoot what is considered the first motion picture, workers leaving the Lumière factory in Lyon. This led to the creation of cinemas and silent films being shown en masse. 1896. Edison's Vitascope Theater was opened to the public. It had 72 seats and was designed strictly for seeing films. 1905. Nickelodeons began becoming popular all across America. Patrons pay 1 nickel to go and see the latest films. By 1914, an estimated 27% of Americans were going to the movies every week. In the 1920s, movie theaters began popping up all across America, and by the 1930s, they've added concessions and snacks. By the 50s and 60s, colorful musicals have become the hot ticket for success. The 50s also sees the birth of the rock concert. 1952. The Moondog Coronation Ball becomes history's first recognized rock concert, with an estimated 25,000 fans turning up for the event in Cleveland. Music festivals begin to gain traction around the same time, with events like the Newport Jazz Festival, the Monterey Pop Festival, and eventually Woodstock. Flash forward to the 1990s and up through today. You have your selection of Broadway and off-Broadway productions. There are movie theaters and multiplexes around every corner. Annual music festivals span over weekends and have begun integrating art and technology as much as they do music in their lineup of festivities. People today are more inclined to pay for an experience. A study by Harris Poll and Eventbrite found that 78% of people in their 20s and 30s would rather pay for an experience than material goods. Fast forwarding into the present, as 2019 came to a close, many had optimistic opinions about what the year 2020 would bring, particularly within the entertainment industry. We were beginning to see new technology emerge with the use of holograms in a live venue. Moviegoers were anticipating the release of promising box office hits such as Mulan and No Time to Die, and sold-out music festivals were only a few short months away.
And we begin tonight with the coronavirus, now declared a national emergency.
That optimism quickly shifted in the early months of 2020, when news that the virus that had brought so much of Asia to a halt in the latter months of 2019 had shown signs of spread within the United States. What at first appeared to be a temporary hiatus soon proved to have devastating results for the industry. Highly anticipated tours, including Taylor Swift's Loverfest, Harry Styles' Love on Tour, and all of Billie Eilish's 2020 dates, canceled, as were festivals such as Coachella, Stagecoach, and Lollapalooza. The Summer Olympics was canceled for the first time since World War II. The question became, if the box office, which makes up 42% of the entertainment industry's theatrical and home entertainment revenues, is closed, how can Hollywood survive? Let's look at how creatives have reimagined entertainment thus far. Movie theaters have been forced to shut their doors. However, going out to see a film is still an option, with the resurgence of drive-in theaters and even floating movie theaters. A throwback to the 1950s is quickly coming back as entertainment's hot new thing. Along with more than 300 classic drive-in theaters across the U.S., pop-up drive-ins are appearing all over, in parking lots of malls, abandoned concert venues and sports stadiums, even open fields. Floating movie theaters have had some popularity pre-COVID in places like Australia and Paris, but the model is now moving worldwide. Beginning in September, movie lovers may choose from numerous floating theaters across the U.S. Members of the Broadway community have taken this time to perform songs from iconic musicals, give behind-the-scenes information over Instagram Live, and even release new music. This attempt to bring Broadway beyond the stage has allowed fans to connect with their favorite productions in ways they were never able to before. The Shows Must Go On YouTube releases a full-length Broadway production, available to the public for 48 hours. And Broadway On Demand is another ambitious platform offering recordings of over 100 shows from around the world. Opera, ballet, and classical music performances have been live streaming to cinemas for years, and enterprising institutions have adapted quickly. The Metropolitan Opera in New York is hosting nightly Met Opera streams. The Philadelphia Orchestra played 2 of Beethoven's symphonies to an empty hall and broadcast the performance on Facebook Live. Cirque du Soleil launched Cirque Connect, a new digital platform that is packed full of thrilling moments from on and off the stage. Their service offers viewers 60-minute specials from their library of shows, as well as backstage experiences with the artists themselves, allowing the viewer an in-depth look at the training, makeup, and costume work that goes into each performance.
Hey everybody! Hi!
Comedians and late-night talk shows have found creative ways to use online platforms like Instagram, Zoom, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube to entertain quarantined audiences. Many have leaned into Instagram live shows, teaming up with other stand-ups to utilize a more conversational format than a traditional setup punchline show. Global Citizen offers a #TogetherAtHome digital concert series that viewers are finding to be more intimate and interactive while still maintaining the production value and efforts of real tours. If you'd like to catch a live stream or virtual event, Billboard.com has constantly updating schedules of future concerts. Artists around the world are finding creative ways to hold concerts in person and still keep safety at the forefront. In the UK, on August 11th, Sam Fender fans gathered for Britain's first socially distant concert. The pop-up venue had 500 separated viewing sites, most with raised metal platforms that can accommodate up to 5 people. Tomorrowland opted to bring fans together through an online event in July. The virtual world showcased 8 stages that each featured different styles of music. Festival visitors were able to enjoy their digital experience with a PC, laptop, smartphone, or tablet. In addition to the over 60 performances, there were interactive experiences that allowed the over 1 million attendees to maintain that community aspect they'd expect from the live festival. Burning Man is also going digital, with a multiverse that will consist of 8 universes, 1 virtual temple, and a build-your-own global burn night feature. This Build-A-Burn feature is intended to help attendees foster the authentic human connection during a time when many are isolated, and can be experienced through typical streaming methods as well as a VR headset. Google's Art and Culture project has been around for years and allows internet users to explore the collections of 1,200 museums and archives around the world. Many museums have followed suit and taken to creating virtual galleries online. The potential to discover and connect with new artists in history is now reaching far more people across the globe than ever before. This crisis has shown us how centrally important culture is for our lives and identities. Culture helps anchor us to the present and allows us to imagine the future. Through the past months, we have seen the incredible opportunities offered by digital technologies to connect culture with audiences around the world in ways we never have thought possible. We've also come together in a big way, keeping in-person experiences alive while accommodating new social measures in the process. Things may not ever go back to exactly how they were before, but after this crisis ends, the need for audience engagement and face-to-face interaction will be more prevalent than ever.
Sometimes weird or maybe even bad things need to happen so that maybe better things happen after that.